What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today chilling, playing some more Dismantle. And at the end of the last episode, y'all, we basically went pretty damn hard. We learned about basically mana and how that works. We used the transmitter here to create for ourselves the deadly transmission. Show statistics such as the monsters count for the link tower area. I mean, that's interesting. I don't think I need to build this, though. But what we're going to do today is something pretty similar, I think. We're going to go to this zone here. Canaveral. I think this is another one of those zones where we can pretty comfortably just get rid of all the enemies that spawn in this area by creating, using the transmitter here, another one of these deadly transmissions. So it stops the enemies from spawning, and the ones that we kill will give us a mana bead. So let's go ahead and craft this. It does take that rare material that we only get from dungeons. But I'm happy to have it now, because now we'll have more access to mana, which seems to be a pretty necessary crafting ingredient for some of the higher tier stuff that we're doing. And plus, we haven't been here in a while, so there's probably lots of looting we can do. We need to get to level 20 to unlock expert lockpicks, which is pretty damn soon. It's kind of exciting. And I think we can get there really just by killing and harvesting a lot of the stuff that we weren't able to harvest last time we were here. So, I mean, kind of, I guess, buckle up for a little bit of a harvesting episode. I think our motives here are pretty good. It just might take a hot second to get this done. Yeah, harvesting grass isn't going to give me much, sadly. Is there any good area I can go to? Oh, you know what? Let's get this this box here. Just break this all down. Last time we were here, man, we didn't have the capabilities of doing this, and now we do. So, and since things no longer spawn, let's see, where's the nearest campsite? We just have to come over here, camp, and then let's sprint there. We're hoping for something good. You know, it could be something that we have tons of already. Some material we don't necessarily need. Done. A bunch of iron and fabric. I mean, yeah, that qualifies probably as stuff that we don't really need. We're moving on to steel. Not saying that we will never need iron again, because we probably will. I mean, we still run through it whenever we get plenty of the trinkets and stuff we've been making. But we're definitely on a higher tier now. And any enemy that we see, we're going to take the opportunity to fight. Man, we need those lockpicks to get in here. I don't know exactly like what these terminals will unlock for me, but I'm eager to find out. Let's just stow this stuff away. And let's go pick some fights and get some new materials. I mean, for all I know, maybe it'll just open up some gates and stuff I've already, you know, bypassed. Maybe it'll open up some new areas. I don't know. But we need quite a bit of experience to progress to the next level. It'd be nice if we could inadvertently trigger some sort of, like, one of those quests. I'm not going to waste anyone's time and go, like, look for them. Happy to come in here, though, and get the materials from these stoves. And the fridges. Yeah, we need those. Man, I'm just keep calling them microchips. I never remember what they're called. We're gonna need those. Oh man. To put the transmitters up, the deadly signal, and probably a bunch of other stuff besides. But that's the thing I know, like right off the top, that is gonna eat into that resource for us. And even getting more basic electronics, I think, is pretty huge. And these things are like fridges as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, more steel. Good stuff. Dumpsters are on my list. Good source of rubber, good source of plastic. There's one of those scary guys in there. So since I have the painkillers equipped, not my ideal equipment, but it's what I have. Ooh, that's right. There's lots of rubber in here. Whiff City on those. The knockback here is pretty huge. Oh, and look, another chest we can open up. Just go ahead and use all the heals. We're about to go in camp. We never have to fight him again, so it's all good. Let's get our machete out and get all this extra rubber. Huge. Because there are a few recipes right now that we're sitting on. One or two that do require it. And we'll come out here and we'll break that. That's got to be the fastest way, right? If we take out this exterior wall. Yeah, I can't get that. I will take these ceramics, though. Thank you. Later, man. And it'd be nice to kill these guys before we come back. And we can destroy these now as well. It just takes a hot second. Oh, man. Yeah, worth. Anyway, how have you guys been? I've been good. Had a chance last night to finish a movie I've been like trying to rewatch for a long time now. Have you ever seen Domino? Domino's a pretty sweet movie. It's Keira Knightley, Mickey Rourke, Christopher Walken's in it. It's one of those movies that I feel like not a lot of people have seen, but it's super entertaining. I would recommend it. Tony Scott film. I decided to watch that after watching Smoking Aces. If you've ever seen that movie too. You know, let's just to make sure that I don't run in the wrong direction. Let's put that there. Smoking Aces, which is like a very similar like style of movie. Like crazy shoot 'em up type movie where like lots of nonsense happens. Anyway, just giving y'all your daily movie recommendation. Domino. It's not a masterpiece. It's just fun. If you like heist movies, kind of has like an Ocean's 11 vibe. No, I went the wrong way. God dang it. And I forgot to break this down. Oh my god, talking. And now the plants are in my way. I still might get there in time. 9 seconds, dang it. I needed to destroy this. My bad, y'all. That's what you get for talking and not playing. Shut up and do your job, YouTuber. My job right now is killing zombies. Once again, might as well. I'm like full health right now. Let's just kill these guys while it's easy. We'll never have to deal with them again. That guy's blind. Well, I don't know. Didn't come into today with a ton of like extra stuff to talk about, but there are definitely some obvious things to talk about for those of you who pay attention to the news for sure. Kind of a sad day in America, that's for sure. Definitely don't mean to talk about politics and things, although I'm definitely not afraid to. It's just I understand people go to YouTube like to get away from crappy stuff like politics. But yeah, I was in the army. I took oaths. I believe in America. Don't like what I saw yesterday. I don't like how a lot of politicians, really on both sides, have been reacting. I don't particularly enjoy how the media has reacted on a lot of different points. I'm not going to get too specific. You're definitely, all of you out there I know are adults. I think almost everyone who watches me is an adult. And you're 100% free to believe what you believe. But I will say, I'm not a fan, and I'm saying this politely, I'm not a fan of vandalism of a building that I would consider, if anything in America is sacred, I would say that particular building is. In many ways, you could consider it the nation's Capitol building. You could consider that as a home for democracy, you know? That was not worth the effort. That was wood and iron. But it's okay. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. America, we're so free here. I think that lends towards people misinterpreting, like, what's right. There's so many ways. You're so free in America, you can protest however you want. And even a lot of times you can get away with stuff like looting and rioting. As long as your cause perhaps is noble enough. Sometimes authorities will look the other way, but I don't know. I feel like there's no excuse for what happens. None at all. What happened yesterday. Yeah, it's embarrassing. And I know some of you who watch me are from other countries. And I don't know. I don't know how I would feel if I was from somewhere else. America's perception of other countries is very strange. And I can say that as someone who grew up in that and had that type of warped perception. Even of other like first world countries, our perception I think is a little warped. We're kind of raised in America to believe that we are the best, like, period. And in some ways maybe we are in some things. But, you know, that's not even possible. It's not even possible to be the best at everything. And that perception kind of leads to us thinking that we're always right and we're always doing the right thing and like nothing could ever bring us down. But that's not true. In moments like last night, it shows the kind of like the fragility of almost any political system. And it's scary. And my point being, like, I can only imagine how if you're perhaps someone who lives in a country that's not as blessed with freedom, you could be disappointed by what you saw. And if you were, I would totally understand. Might even make you a little bit afraid, you know? If that could happen here, it can certainly happen anywhere. That's for sure. Okay, we're going to attempt to open this. Let's see where the nearest... Alright, that should be a pretty easy get. I'm going to need to reorient myself so I can get us back here as quickly as possible. I cannot destroy... Maybe it won't be as easy as I thought. I cannot destroy the truck. I have no easy way that I can see around. Unless I make myself a little gate here, maybe. That could give me like a... perhaps a little speed boost. No, I can come in through the front door. Okay. Alright, let's take these guys out and get this gas station. Okay. Yeah, but I brought it up basically like, you know, most of you who've been watching me for a long time, you know I've got kids too. And they couldn't help but see me watching the news. And they're little. They're 9 and 7. They're old enough to understand things. So I like to take those types of opportunities when I see stuff like that in the news to talk to them. You know, and one of the big things that I try to like explain to them, because I could tell even after a minute of watching that they were a little scared. Which, you know, I understand. But one of the things I always try to impress upon them is that, like, there are more good people in this world than bad. And sometimes bad people win for a little while, but they usually don't win forever. And that's kind of how it feels sometimes in America these days, for me. I will not speak for everyone, I'll just speak for myself. Feels a little bit like the bad guys have won for a little while. And if you're just curious what my political leanings are, I really don't have any problems telling you that I'm pretty much an independent. I want patriots to lead us in public office. And I don't really care what the, you know, the political persuasion is. It's never much mattered to me. Freedom of speech, destroy the radio. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? Well, we've taken out quite a few of the zombies who were... You know, let's head up to the farm. Quite a few of the zombies who were, you know, going to be respawn problems. Our travel, or safe travel through this zone is nearing complete assurance. And we're getting a nice collection of beads, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with them yet. When we hit level 20, see if we can sneak up on this thing. Nice. Wow, this is here from a long time ago. Huh. Wow, if you finesse it, you can get close enough to crush these things. Alright, let's go. I'll take that, thank you. Just kind of wondering for a second whether or not there might be something buried underneath that monster. That'd be a clever place to put a treasure. So something else I wanted to talk about on a way much lighter note, but no less, actually still negative, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I went and looked at the plans for this game and its development. Apparently this game is even earlier in its earlier access phase than I thought. I know some of the features aren't in this game yet, but I thought it was a little bit further along in development than it currently is. So I say this because it's a little bit... I don't know how much of this game is actually completed. And it seems like there may be way less of this game completed than I thought. Let's go ahead and deposit everything. This is going to give us a huge boost. All this harvesting is like huge experience boosting. Oh, this is going to be sweet. So because of that, I thought this game at least had an end. But I don't know if it does. So I'm enjoying playing the game now for like what it is. But I would love it if, you know, I'm going to keep playing it. It's fun to play. The bosses are still there. Like, I still have objectives. But there may very well come to a point in the game where, like, I do everything that can be done. I can't beat the game. Then the game gets reset because it leaves, you know, whatever alpha build or, you know, whatever designation it currently has. And all my progress is lost. Which would be kind of unsatisfying. I'm hoping that doesn't really happen, but it very well could. Get this fridge. Alright, are we going to level off of this? No, I guess they're pretty low numbers, I guess, for the vegetables. They compensate. Yeah, we should probably plant. See if we can sneak up on another deer. Nice. I've gotten so much better at doing that. Let's get these guys. Oh, we're in a zone now that doesn't have... Yeah, I would not have attacked these guys. I thought I was going to get mana from them, but we have left that zone. If we want, we can make another one of those deadly transmissions and stop them from spawning. Okay, let's see. Let's go into our inventory. Let's equip the seed bag. We have to hold X. Alright, what do we need more of? Wheat? I mean, honestly, I guess we should plant just so that we have, you know, we get a lot of experience for doing it. It's not a ton of experience, but it's probably enough of a reason to get this done. And we haven't really made full use of the food system as, like, healing potions, basically, in this game. But it feels like I don't really need to do that. Alright. Gotta be a little more gentle on the old X button. Trying to remember what I did today, if I did anything interesting worth telling you guys about. And I did. I went to, like... Well, I don't know if you guys think this is interesting. I love antiques. I love, like, old thrift stores. I like going to, like, big trading events and just like trying to get cool deals on furniture and little knickknacks and old jewelry and stuff. Like I have a pretty varied interest in things like that. I'm a big like Antiques Roadshow person. I can watch that all day long. And today I went on some adventures with a friend of mine, and we came back. I found something really cool. It was a yearbook from 1930 for LSU, which is a college which is pretty damn like big in Louisiana, where I'm from. It's Louisiana State University, and it's from the 1930s. It's like this really cool old yearbook, and apparently it was owned by a former mayor of Baton Rouge. Of course, I have no way to prove that, but the lady who bought it, the lady who owned the shop, was a very nice, a very high-end shop, I will say. Had no reason to doubt what she was saying, but a little bit incredulous, but that's okay. Even if it wasn't, it's still a cool thing, and it was very awesome to see like these. The yearbook was talking about like football seasons from 1929. Like how flippin' nuts is that? Almost 100 years ago. And going through it, it's first off, it's beautiful. Like they don't make stuff like this anymore. This old book, and it survived to this day, which tells you something. But it goes through like where people are from and what they're graduating with, and a lot of people from my hometown was kind of cool to see. And my dad's kind of a big, like, he loves like local history, so getting to kind of share that with him was cool. But that was probably my favorite find of the day. I got like a really sweet like mid-century modern chair for like a reading area I put in my guest room. Got some awesome bookshelves not that long ago too. I got some bookends that look like cannons. They're pretty sweet. Ooh, another one of these. I'm interested in getting those done, just to get them like off our map. Where is the nearest? Okay, it's way out here. Is this really the closest? Alright, let's go back. Let's see if this is the closest one. Maybe there's just an undiscovered campfire location that we don't know about. Man, we're so close to leveling. And let's run in a general disorderly direction. Oh, go, 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 go. Alright, ceramic and iron. I haven't been that impressed with our loot from those, but it's like a fun little minigame, something to do. And this is going to be one of the last dudes here. What is this? This is definitely a treasure zone. I don't think one that we found yet either. Yeah, I have no idea why I still have the crowbar equipped. There's almost nothing that I can get with the crowbar that I can't get with the baseball bat. Damn, I was gonna sneak up on him and I kind of like couldn't help myself and I ended up swinging. There's plenty of rare materials here that we can get, but we are outside the deadly transmission zone. Definitely get this. Yeah, it's level 20. Okay. That was what I wanted. That's the main thing I wanted. But yeah, guys, I brought up the sort of like political turmoil in America, not for the purpose of upsetting anyone, obviously, but I think it's good to talk about it. I know if some of you out there, you disagree, agree, whatever. As long as you want to be like adult about it, which is kind of a hard thing to add. I've seen other people's YouTube comment sections. Mine has always been pretty good, I will say. But if anyone wants to talk about it for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. God dang it. That happens almost every time. When you throw something, you should throw it much further away. Well, all I'm saying is I'm giving, if you guys, anyone out there would like to have a discourse about it in my comment section, like, I'm totally cool with that. As long as people are respectful, you know. I like to talk on my channel as if I'm talking to a friend. And if I was talking to a friend, like, I'm always going to be respectful. Even if I don't agree with what my friend says or thinks, I will be respectful. And I think that's just the right way to be. Apparently there's some unexplored stuff here. Is that really the nearest campfire? I can't believe there's like nothing here. You know what, before I go here though, let's I mean, this is a whole giant, like, kind of unexplored location for us. Yeah, campfire, done. I was about to say, we're gonna get our level. Let's get our expert lockpicks. And we might even want to go to that other transmitter first and set the deadly signal. That way we can clear this place out. So, hoarder, more experience gained from storing materials. That's nice. Pitcher and then fighter, even more damage. I kind of like getting the more damage. So, what we have right now is expert lockpicks. Done. Too easy. And I don't think anything else unlocked for us. It only said one potential thing. That sucks. I did have high hopes for more. What does this say? Stay away, the town has been lost. Okay, let's get my bearings here. Go straight there. And let's set that transmitter. I should have the right materials to get this done. I can also do the ascension signal. Transmits one signal. Or one single. A high energy. Alright, this is definitely a typo. I thought my brain broke for a second, but no, this is not me. Transmits one single high energy mana powered signal that ripples through time and space. Transmitter breaks after the transmission. Respawns all killed monsters as tougher versions. New monsters award more experience points and have better material drops. Oh wow, it's like a hard mode. Okay, cool. It's a way to like keep the difficulty high in this game. I can respect that. Harvest more materials to get past like the what is like an inevitable slump of kind of, you know, experience growth when you start capping out. I'm never fighting you again. So many materials here. Although materials, even at the moment, aren't my primary focus, other than perhaps the highest tier materials, and, you know, I still love to get, like, recipes and such. Smoked fish, pasta is, like, the only thing we haven't cooked yet. But I need more fishing. Alright, good, good. Might as well get ceramics, I suppose. I don't know. So, I've seen, like, photos of this game. Pictures. Should just say pictures. Of this game that, that show the character, like, using an axe. So, I'm curious at some point if I get that. I'd like to have, like, a huge amount of materials, like, ready to go. And then maybe just be able to straight up upgrade it all the way. From like 0 to 100, you know? Okay, we need to deposit. Lots of rubber, that's good. Oh man, there's just stuff all around me. What you got for me? Nothing new in the food department. So I guess our goal today is really just, like, we've set multiple transmitters. We're clearing out multiple zones. We found even additional campfire, which I wasn't really expecting to find out here. I figured we maybe had cleared some of this area a little bit better than that. But no, we've never been to, like, this entire city. I don't know if there's anything unique about this city that would warrant us coming here, other than, like, the huge amount of high-quality materials and experience to be gained. Yeah, we want to get this. That spice. Cool. And I see that washing machine. Let's get that. So many houses that we need to loot. Okay, let's come in here. Definitely take the bed apart. Definitely get the TV. Washing machine, spice, search the fridge. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do all that. Would love to find the next cooking spot, wherever that might be. We're not, or not cooking spot, the next fishing spot. But we're not near, like, water, really. But even though we're kind of taking so much time to loot, I still feel like we're making, like, plenty of forward progress. And I don't know if this is a hidden achievement in this game, but I will look at every single pizza billboard that I come across. Alright, let's get this. And baseball bat. At this moment, the only thing I know about, like, harvesting the leaves is that it allows us to make better farm. Just a bigger farm. But for all I know, we're going to, you know, unlock a ghillie suit that's going to need like 100 of those, and I'm just going to be happy to have them. Take a moment here and bust a hole through this. Woo! Okay, it's a real fight. And I'm hurt. Definitely should not be letting these guys hit me, which I kind of am. Y'all ever see Friday After Next? I flippin' love the Friday movies. Is it? No, it's Next Friday. It's the second one. With the, they live next to, like, the Mexican drug dealers. And the little guy's, like, the boss. He's, like, the little brother in the family. And he was in prison, and he's like, no more locked doors. That was my best attempt at his accent. I think it's pretty damn spot on. But that's what I was thinking about when I was busting down these, these, like, random barricades that don't really affect me anymore. Just no more locked doors. Nice, almost blew up the house. Our baseball bat, not yet strong enough to blow up and destroy houses. Yeah, so much mindless harvesting, but all good. It's not quite mindless. Every enemy we get rid of is an actual advancement. I was thinking about what I would do tonight after my kids go to bed, and I kind of was feeling like watching like Avengers Endgame. I know it's kind of random, but like the other day they were playing all the the Avengers movies and a lot of the kind of like the other Marvel movies on TV, and I just kind of had them on in the background while I was doing stuff, doing chores and stuff around the house. I've seen them all, 10 times each. But I've only seen Endgame once. I saw it in theaters, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Like my nerd love for that movie is pretty strong. But for whatever reason, it feels almost like heavy to me. And it is, of course, a significant time investment as well to watch that movie. But it's like shocking. It's like the number of times I've seen Return of the King is like insane. Especially even like if you consider the extended edition, which is even longer. Like I'll watch that movie right now. But something about like trying to reinvest back into the Marvel universe after all those movies, it feels like hard to me. But I feel like I'm ready to like watch it again. And see like if I have any different opinions on it now. Now that some time has passed, whether or not like the plot lines are good, makes sense. I kind of don't like what they did with Tony Stark. I think it makes sense. Like if I'm writing a story, like everyone can't survive all the time. Like that's like bad storytelling 101 if you let that happen in all your stories. And I hate in like long-running franchises sometimes how like real life like disputes over actors getting paid and stuff like that, or wanting to work on other projects sometimes gets in the way of like good writing. Like I don't know, I think was it like Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to do it anymore. The dude who does Chris Evans, Captain America, he didn't want to do it anymore. Like when that stuff gets in the way of like good storytelling, that bums me out. Like I'm sure it's hard, even getting paid all the money they get paid and stuff. Like it's gotta be hard being on set all the time. I have a little bit of sympathy for them. Like especially the guys who have to like stay jacked. Dudes taking TRT, like waking up early in the morning with their physical trainer, their personal trainer. Like it's not hell or anything, but like if you're a serious actor and you love acting and you don't like working out and you don't like pretending to be like a superhero, I could see it getting old. But yeah, I just kind of want to see if it still holds up. So I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'll watch it and then I'll report back. Because I remember being blown away as I always was by the CGI of so many of the actual like action scenes. Like the final battle, man, gave me like nerd goosebumps. But that does not a good movie make. You gotta do more than that. Deposit. Whenever people talk about like what their favorite superhero movie is, I think mine usually catches people off guard, or they just have never seen it, so they can't even like talk about it. I think The Watchmen. I think The Watchmen is the most fully realized retelling of. I mean, it's more of a graphic novel. I have it next to my bed. But it's so amazing. The only real storylines they cut for the sake of some brevity is there's like a like a what do you call it? Like a meta comic book within a comic book storyline that's going on in The Watchmen that they kind of just cut. They allude to it though, which is kind of a nice, cool little like homage. They do cut it. But yeah, man, I think The Watchmen might be. And I think it might be the deepest. I think it might be the most like standalone on its own two legs type of material, comic book material that I've ever been exposed to. I'm just gonna lump it in as comic book material, even though it's definitely, you know, a little bit different from that. Very adult in its themes, obviously. For those of you who've never seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it. Also know that I've seen and pretty much loved every comic book movie. Minus, like, I mean, the DC stuff is rough. That's, yeah, when I said that out loud, I was like, maybe that's not true. The DC stuff is rough. And when I say I've seen them all, I actually realized, like, I haven't watched, because the most recent DC stuff has been so bad, I haven't been able to make myself watch. Can we get to this one quickly? Let's go here. I have been able to make myself watch the new, like, Batman with Ben Affleck. And then the Batman vs. Superman. I haven't seen those. I love Superman and Batman so much that, like, seeing them portrayed poorly, like, I think would physically hurt me. And I like Ben Affleck as an actor. And what's the dude's name? Is it James? The guy who plays Superman. I think he does a good job. Whoop. James Caviezel? No, that's the guy that plays The Witcher. I think it's the same guy, right? It's been a while since I looked at him. But I don't know. It just screams like terrible to me. Let's go ahead and get this chest too. We're getting all the treasure today. Alright, let's go. No, wrong button right off the bat. We should still be fast enough to get there. Assuming I don't mess anything up. This would be a lot like smoother if I was using... Oh my god, I messed it up. If I was using my keyboard, mouse and keyboard. Because I could like maneuver my camera more easily while I'm like running. But yeah, I need to run a little bit faster. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we're back. And we're going. And we're not getting stuck. And give me the iron. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Is that 3 or so of the furs? Sidestepped. I feel like I'm just dismantling the world. Someday some other survivor is going to find me, and they're going to find my hoard, like my ridiculous stash of just enough materials to rebuild an entire city. It's like, what was this dude's deal? Ruins of Ethelridge. I'm interested in going here and unlocking all of the stuff that was behind closed doors. I think we should do that. I was also very interested in going back. I'm trying to get these eggs. Going back to one of the areas where we started, Canaveral, and seeing what's behind. Let's see, does this put me anywhere near? I mean, this is where I would like to go. You know what? I might just... Let's go there. That was something I really wanted to do today. Was go through some of the expert lockpicks locations and see just like what all the fuss is about. Why did they gate that behind anything special at all? We see in one of the locations at Canaveral that there is a terminal there. Please, please, game. Let me out. Thank you. We will loot along the way, of course, as we do. Alright, let's travel in a viscerally direction. Hurstfield South, we're back here. Yeah, I went a little off. Get rid of this thing. No reason to let anything live there. That deer, can we get him? Nope. Ha! Saw me coming. Alright, let's teleport. Fast travel to Canaveral. And we'll look around on the map and see where there might be other equally interesting places that we should consider looting. Like, we're in it now. Like, I'm wondering if there's something about these, like, boiler rooms that are important. Or if they were just trying to, like, really sort of gatekeep all of these really high-tier materials that now we just kind of have easy access to. I mean, I'm swimming in most of this stuff. But we're in here now. Okay. Can't destroy those, but we can destroy some of these. Yeah, I wonder if these are going to be, you know, meaningful in some way. I feel like the answer to that is probably not. Alright, let's go back to our campfire. Oh, nice. There's so much. Alright, let's go to this one first. And just harvest. I think this is a harvest location. But the other one I think is going to have some actual, like, development for us. Yeah, really nothing in here. Yeah, a little sad. This is kind of a lackluster reward, I guess, for the expert lockpicks. I think there's a location perhaps in our starting zone as well. Let's go in here. Because we're in, like, nice offices. The master lockpick? What? Okay. Didn't know that was a thing, but now we know. Yeah, let's mess with this. Play Gembind. Ah, okay. Ah, I see. Okay. I get this game a little bit. Interesting. Huh. What do I get for this? High score is ridiculously high. Okay. I'm assuming there's a point at which you can get stuck. Game over, yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Maybe if I beat the high score, you get something. I like minigames. I didn't like min-max that or anything. I'm not that interested in playing that. But if that was on my phone back in like the early 2000s, I probably would have got real good at that. It's definitely up my alley. I was talking to someone just yesterday about how on my old Singular phone that I had when I was 16, I had a job and a car, you know. Got my first cell phone. That was in like maybe 2006-ish, something like that. 2006, 2007. Somewhere near that. And the only game it had on it was Snakes. It's so funny to think about that. So long ago, man. I never sent a text. You know what I mean? To think back to a time before I had an email and before I sent a text. Better days. I'm going to call those better days. Definitely simpler for me. If I could not have an email now, I definitely would not. We need to go deposit. We're full on a lot of materials. Let's just go do that real quick. I still remember when I joined the army, I had to make an email. You know, I had a bank account early on. I was advanced in some ways, but like technologically and stuff, I just didn't care, man. I was such a reader. I cared about books. And I played video games. I had consoles. But yeah, email was such an uninteresting like idea to me. And I remember like my little brother was in instant messenger. Fish soup, new recipe. We can make this right now. Plus 50% critical hit damage. That seems great. There's no stove in here, but we can go do that at the cook fire. But yeah, my little brother's the one that made me my first email account. Before I left for basic. That way I'd have a way to like message people. And then make a Facebook account, make a MySpace account. Man, times have changed. I'm not even that old. I'm flipping, I think I'm 31. Yeah, 31. Not that old. I'm happy I grew up in the age before, like, the internet, though. Not that the internet didn't exist, but it basically didn't exist for all intents and purposes when I was a kid. For me and my life. I would not like to be a kid today, I don't think. I know it's one of those things that probably every generation says about the ones before it. One of the things that I don't like, and it kind of comes back to, like, almost like cyberbullying. The idea that, like, when I went home at the end of a school day, like, I was home. Like, I didn't have to worry about what other kids were doing. Like, I had a home phone. And if my friends wanted to talk to me, they would call me. You know? Like, bullies weren't calling my house to, like... Not even necessarily bullies. Just kids being kids, really. But people that I didn't like and didn't want to talk to were not just, like, calling my house to mess with me. Which I feel like is something that probably happens too often nowadays, which is sad. Where else can we go? What else can we do? I could have sworn there were locked stuff and there was locked stuff in here, but I guess not. Yeah. The only other locked thing was up here. Funny enough. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's see. We want to go to Twin Lakes, I guess, or Junction Station. No, we want to go here. And then we'll come back to Curtisfield North. We still have like 5 minutes. We can get some stuff done. Just go check it out. Probably just more of the same kind of like rare materials. On the off chance there's literally anything that progresses our play in some meaningful way, I'm down. Oh, that's right. We got to make the soup. That's okay. We'll do it right here when we get to this campsite. That's camp. Let's make it. And I see that we have something else that we can make, which is cool. So fish soup. Let's go. We have to do it in order. 2, 3, 4. Then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 potatoes. And let's cook and eat. Nice, that's a good one. Permanent critical damage. And that pairs really well with like the fighter buff that we gave ourselves too. So we have unlocked something. Ah, Master Lockpick. I need experience level 999. Oh, okay. I think that's just like a block because the game's not finished yet. I kind of doubt there is a level 9999. 9999. I see it's 999. I did too many nines. No more locked doors. I do kind of want to check these areas real quick, and I do see that there is also... There's plenty of stuff to search, and another recipe, and it's another one we can do. Minus 5% enemy view range for the smoothie. That's awesome. There's so much to loot in this one particular building. Yeah, we should probably just go do the smoothie. But I did want to listen to this radio. We did finish the radio.
Quarantine is now declared to cover the whole island. Do not leave your house
wow, 50?
under any circumstance. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Holy crap, another boss. I did not expect another boss. I was just wandering around. Alright. Well, I don't have my grenades equipped. But if I can just kite them into oblivion and not get hit like that. Honestly, I don't think I should get hit at all doing this fight. I just need space. Nice. Boss battle done. What a cool way to end today's episode, I think. It's blocked. I had no expectations of that. I didn't see that. I was coming out here to get this mailbox. Hilarious. That's why I'm still into this game, because it still surprises me. I'm happily surprised by that. Just open all this stuff up. And we can cook that thing, that new recipe right here. Okay, so smoothie is 8 berries. And 6 eggs. Let us be just a little bit sneakier. Give me another one. Dang. Yeah, I mean, we do need to start fishing some more. Okay. Let's break this. Wherever there's a boss, I feel like there has to be a campfire. Is that the closest one right here? Epic Collector. I mean, that's what I was hoping for. Like, that's a big, fat 10K experience for us. we'll just spend the last like minute of today's episode chilling. I feel like we accomplished a lot. Fought a boss on accident. I mean, that's cool. Unlocked several of the treasure troves. Used our expert lockpicking to go into as of yet unexplored locations. We discovered a minigame. It's kind of cool. And we applied many of the deadly transmitters to stop enemies from spawning. We also made several permanent upgrades to our character via food. Yeah, I mean, today was a total win in terms of progression. It was also just still a pretty chill episode where we just got to talk a little bit and hang out. I would have liked, I don't know, some sort of major tool or something progression. I feel like I'm slightly stagnant when it comes to that. But it's not awful. Like, you know, as long as our progress is forward, I'm happy. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that we can't pick up. And I think in the next episode, we'll probably just try and make our way towards another one of the fuel cells. Probably the one in the south, I think, is almost certainly the more accessible of the ones that we currently have access to. The others, I think, will be difficult. They're like on the complete other sides of the world. But I am curious to see what type of boss they've put to protect that one. When we went there last time, we didn't have the type of like heat resistance that we needed, but we've got it now. So it should be pretty damn easy. See what kind of work that does for me. Nice. Break this down. Yeah, guys, I mean, I can do a lot of this stuff off camera, but I might as well just chill with y'all. You get to see me get loot rich. Whenever I do this too long, though, it gives me, like, PTSD tier flashbacks to playing Ark. Where every day is just, like, grind all the stuff. Like, I'm trying to grind in real life, you know? Trying to make money and have things. We should definitely get whatever, like wiring and stuff we can. Was this steel or iron? Iron. These, yeah, these are valuable. We need to destroy these. That's a new, sound effect. Breaking the glass. Looks like a map right there. I'm very curious what features they'll be adding to the game that aren't already in it. Not that the game feels like 100% complete or anything, but like, it feels pretty solid. Like, what's missing, you know? Ooh, look at that double dumpsters out there tempting me. But there's that bridge. Where does that bridge lead? The bridge is broken. I think we have to go... Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to get there exactly. But that's not what we're going to be doing in tomorrow's episode anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Let us get rid of the leaf for that. Perfect. But it was definitely worth our time to come and check this area. Fighting a boss was cool. Also, I mean, we got tons and tons of loot. It's blocked. Interesting. Okay, I can't let this stand. I gotta get in that house now. But the recipes themselves were worth it. Is there anything else in here? I just want to open everything. Tons of stuff I can't mess with. And here we go. Alright, now we're free to come back in. Guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.